Yo, what's up everybody? It's your name back with another video, and today we're doing something a little different, diving deep into the world of hacking software. Now, before we jump into the list, I gotta make this crystal clear. Hacking without proper authorization is illegal. We're all about ethical hacking here, using these tools for learning and improving security. Think of it like having the keys to a really awesome car. You wouldn't go joyriding without permission, right? This video is purely for educational purposes to show you the tech that's out there and how it works. So if you're ready to explore the top 10 hacking software tools used by security professionals and ethical hackers, then buckle up, smash that like button, and let's get started. First up, we've got Metasploit, the OG of penetration testing frameworks. We're talking about a massive open-source platform that's like the Swiss Army knife of cybersecurity. It's got everything from vulnerability scanners that help you find those weak points in a system to exploit modules that let you actually simulate an attack. Think of it like this. You've got this heavily fortified castle. That's your target system. Metasploit gives you the blueprints, the siege weapons, and the whole army to test out different attack strategies. It's super powerful, super versatile, and used by both good guys and bad guys, which is why it's #1 on our list. Now, Metasploit comes in two main flavors. The Open Source Community Edition, which is free to use, and the Pro Edition, which packs in even more advanced features and automation. It's got a command line interface that might seem intimidating at first, but trust me, once you get the hang of it, it's like having superpowers. Whether you're a seasoned security pro or just starting out, Metasploit is an absolute must-have in your toolkit. Next up, we've got Nmap, the network mapper that's all about reconnaissance. Imagine you're a detective entering a crime scene. The first thing you do is scan the area, right? That's what Nmap does for your network. It's a command line tool that sends out these little packets of data, like probes, to map out all the devices and services running on a network. Think of it like sonar for your network. It helps you discover open ports, identify operating systems and services running on those ports, and even fingerprint the versions of software. This information is pure gold for security professionals because it tells them what's potentially vulnerable to attacks. Nmap is incredibly powerful and versatile. You can use it for simple network scans like checking what devices are connected to your home Wi-Fi, or for more advanced stuff like identifying security holes in a corporate network. It's a must-have for any security enthusiast or IT professional looking to understand their network better. Alright, moving on to Wireshark, the ultimate network protocol analyzer. This tool is like having X-ray vision for your network traffic. It captures data packets traveling across your network and lets you analyze them in detail. We're talking about dissecting each packet to see the source and destination IP addresses, the protocols used, and even the actual data being transmitted. Now, why is this important? Well, imagine you're trying to troubleshoot a network issue or investigate a security incident. Wireshark lets you see exactly what's happening on the wire, giving you the insights you need to diagnose and fix problems. It's a bit more technical than some of the other tools on this list, but it's incredibly powerful for anyone serious about network security. Plus, it's open source and available on pretty much every platform. Whether you're a network administrator, a security analyst, or just a tech enthusiast who loves to dig deep, Wireshark is an essential tool to have in your arsenal. Let's face it, passwords are often the weakest link in the security chain, and that's where John the Ripper comes in. This tool is a password cracker extraordinaire designed to test the strength of your passwords and uncover any vulnerabilities. It works by trying out different password combinations against a given user account, using various techniques like dictionary attacks, brute force attacks, and even rainbow tables. Don't worry, it's not as scary as it sounds. The idea is to use John the Ripper ethically to test your own systems and see if your passwords are strong enough to withstand attacks. It supports a wide range of hashing algorithms and can be used to crack passwords for various systems and services. If you're serious about security, running John the Ripper against your own systems is a great way to identify weak passwords and replace them with stronger ones. Remember, a strong password is your first line of defense against unauthorized access. Next up, we've got Aircrack-Ing, the go-to suite for assessing Wi-Fi network security. This one's for all the Wi-Fi warriors out there. Aircrack-Ing is a collection of tools that let you test the security of your wireless networks by capturing network packets, analyzing them, and even attempting to crack passwords. Now, before you get any ideas, let me be clear. Using aircracking on networks you don't have permission to access is illegal, but it's a valuable tool for ethical hackers and security professionals to test the strength of their own Wi-Fi networks and identify potential vulnerabilities. Aircracking can be used to perform various attacks, including WEP and WPA/WPA2 cracking, as well as other attacks that target Wi-Fi protocols. It's a powerful tool that requires some technical knowledge to use effectively, but it's an essential tool for anyone serious about Wi-Fi security. Moving on to the world of web applications with Burp Suite, an integrated platform for all things web security testing. Think of it like a Swiss Army knife for web app hackers, both ethical and not so ethical. It's got everything you need to map out web applications, find vulnerabilities, and even exploit them, ethically of course. Burp Suite sits between your browser and the web server, intercepting and modifying traffic. This allows you to do all sorts of cool stuff like testing for cross-site scripting, SQL injection, and other common web application vulnerabilities. It's a bit more advanced, but there's a free community edition to get you started, and the pro version unlocks even more powerful features. If you're serious about web app security, whether you're a developer, a tester, or just someone who wants to understand how these attacks work, Burp Suite is an absolute must-have. Now let's talk about Hydra, a tool that's all about brute-forcing login credentials. Imagine you have a locked door, that's your target system, and Hydra is trying every key on a giant key ring until it finds the one that unlocks it. That's essentially what Hydra does, but instead of keys, it tries different username and password combinations against various services. It supports a ton of protocols, from FTP and SSH to HTTP and databases. While brute forcing is generally frowned upon, Hydra can be a valuable tool for ethical hackers to test the strength of their own systems and identify accounts with weak passwords. Remember, it's important to use Hydra responsibly and only on systems you have permission to test. With great power comes great responsibility, right? Up next, we have SQLmap, a tool that's specifically designed to find and exploit SQL injection vulnerabilities. SQL injection is a type of attack where malicious code is injected into a website's database, potentially allowing attackers to steal data or even take control of the entire system. SQLmap automates the process of finding and exploiting these vulnerabilities, making it a powerful tool for both attackers and defenders. Now before you get any ideas, let me be clear. Using SQLmap on websites you don't have permission to test is illegal and unethical. However, it's a valuable tool for security professionals to test their own web applications for SQL injection vulnerabilities and fix them before attackers can exploit them. SQLmap is a command line tool that's surprisingly easy to use, even if you're not a coding whiz. It can automatically detect and exploit a wide range of SQL injection vulnerabilities, making it an essential tool for anyone serious about web application security. Let's face it, we've all forgotten a password or two, or maybe even 10 in our lives, and that's where Cain and Abel comes in. This tool is specifically designed for Windows systems and can recover various types of passwords, including cached passwords, stored passwords in web browsers, and even encrypted passwords. It uses a variety of techniques, including sniffing network traffic, cracking password hashes, and even brute forcing. Now before you go on a password cracking spree, let me be clear. Using Cain and Abel on systems you don't have permission to access is illegal and unethical. However, it can be a lifesaver if you've forgotten the password to your own Windows machine and need to recover important data. Just remember to use it responsibly and ethically. Last but not least, we've got Nikto, an open-source web server scanner that's all about finding security holes in web servers. Think of it like a security audit for your web server, looking for common misconfigurations, outdated software, and known vulnerabilities. Nikto works by sending a series of requests to a web server and analyzing the responses to identify potential issues. It's a command line tool that's surprisingly easy to use, even for beginners. While Nikto is often used by ethical hackers and security professionals, it's important to use it responsibly and only on systems you have permission to test. Scanning someone else's web server without permission is illegal and unethical. So, there you have it, the top 10 hacking software tools used by security professionals and ethical hackers around the world. Remember, these tools are incredibly powerful and can be used for both good and bad. It's up to you to use them ethically and responsibly. If you're interested in learning more about cybersecurity and ethical hacking, there are tons of resources available online, from online courses to certifications. The world of cybersecurity is vast and constantly evolving, so keep learning, keep experimenting, and most importantly, keep it legal and ethical. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments which hacking software you found most interesting or if I missed any of your favorites. Until next time, stay safe and hack responsibly.